Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Park Bowl. Ken Manning, Western Wisconsin Video Productions, along with Chuck Rasmussen as we get set for 3 games today. Chuck, it should be a very interesting one. Today's game at 2 here is an elimination game.
Yes, it is, Ken, and these two played in the first round. It was Black River Falls with a 5-2 victory over Bi-State. Oh, no, Bi-State beat Black River Falls. Leading things off for Bi-State is Nick Schultz. He's playing shortstop today. Number 1 on the mound is Connor O'Brien. Behind the plate is Drew Epicella. The 1-0 pitch. And it's a ground ball past the third baseman. The shortstop's got it. But the runner, Schultz, will be safe at first.
Third baseman number 6, Jerry Weber.
Runner at first. And Nick Schultz, this will bring up Jerry Weber. He'll be followed by Owen Hawes and then Logan Barr. Toss over to first. They got him picked off here. In a rundown. It's executed correctly. They'll have the runner. They're a little bit late there. And I just said if it's executed correctly, and it was not executed correctly. And Schultz will find himself over there at second base.
I was always told that you need to get him out going back to the base that he came from.
Yep. Yeah, that's the worst scenario there.
Yep.
All right. Weber steps up to the plate, and he'll swing and miss at the first pitch of his at-bat here from O'Brien. The rest of the defense for Black River Falls is Garrett West at first base. Aiden Gunderson is at second. And there's a fly ball out towards center field. Danny Gertis is there, and he'll make the catch for out number 1. Evan Jacobs is playing shortstop, and Lyndon Greengrass is there at third.
Catcher number 3, Owen Haas.
Owen Haas steps in with 1 on and 1 out. And there's a called strike. Ken, I'll let you do the umpiring crew here if you got that pretty soon.
I don't have that.
All right, we'll give you a little bit of time.
Thanks for the heads up.
You bet. You bet. Archer Grant is in left. Danny Gertis is in center field. And Hunter Lechner is out in right. Okay, there's a grounder to Greengrass at third. Throw a little bit low. Could have been handled by the first baseman. And that's going to be an error.
First baseman number 7, Logan Barr.
Guess you got to give the air on the throws a little bit low, but being an ex-first baseman, catching those throws from Kenny, I think that should have been caught, my opinion.
Yeah, I agree with you. That's I never had to worry about that with you. You're pretty tough.
Yeah, I don't know. I usually let most of them go and just give you the air. All right, now we got runners at second and third with a stolen base by Hawes with 1 out. Schultz there at third. This is Logan Barr batting, playing first base today. Number 7. Cleanup hitter. We saw a game last evening or yesterday afternoon where there was a lot of errors defensively. I don't remember exactly which team had that, but they kind of shot themselves in the foot.
Yeah, it was Bangor.
Bangor, yep. That was going to be my guess there too. And then, the night before they played such an awesome game defensively. Right. A pop-up, shortstop, second baseman. The second baseman will make the call and the catch. That sun a little bit difficult out there, but Aiden Gunderson will make the catch for out number 2.
That was nice communication there between the two,
Yes.
Chuck, because the shortstop all of a sudden is like he could not see it.
No. No. Beautiful day. A little warm. I guess the temperature around 83. Batting right now is Shaw McCoy, the second baseman. Number 2. Batting left-handed. With 2 outs, runners at second and third. Big at bat. And there's a base hit towards left center, and that'll bring in 2 runs. And a bobble out there by the center fielder, but Shaw is not going to advance.
Yeah, you're right. 2 were going to score anyways on that base hit, and Shaw just, I think he was kind of content to get those 2 RBIs right there.
Yep. Yeah. We'll see if he attempts a steal. We've seen Drew Apicella behind the plate, and he does a nice job back there. But with 2 outs, there's a toss over to first. I think that's what O'Brien was thinking about, too, that McCoy might steal. There's a ground ball foul down the third base line. They don't have the disengagements by the pitcher like they do in Major League Baseball here in the Legion tournament, I do not believe. Is that right, Ken?
Not 100% on that. What do they have to do on that one? You got to...
Or you get the pitcher can throw over to wherever twice.
Oh, right. Yeah. You
So,
can do whatever, yes.
Yeah. If you want to throw over 14 times, you can. You might get the boo birds from the crowd voicing their opinion on that, but whatever. Looking at the crowd, pretty trim crowd right now. We only have looks like a family here from Black River Falls and another 20 people, maybe for Bi-State. There's a called strike. Count at 1-2 to Jackson Kendall, the batter. Kendall will be pitching today for Bi-State.
I think things will fill up here for the 4:30 game.
Oh, yeah. And there's strike 3. So no more damage, but 2 runs across for Bi-State in the top half of inning number 1.
They'll take the early lead here with against Black River Falls. We'll continue on with the action here, but let's look at some of those sponsors helping us out. We're going to take a quick look at a couple of our fine sponsors helping us out today. That would be Zip Stop Shane Nottestead with 7 locations around the area. The Westby Co-op Creamery. Take home that country goodness. We appreciate their wonderful support. And the Westby American Legion, wishing the best to the Westby Coon Valley squad here today.
All right, leading things off in the home half of inning number 1 will be Drew Apicella. He'll be followed by Danny Gertis and then Evan Jacobs. The top 3 in the order for Black River Falls. On the mound is Jackson Kendall, right-hander. delivers, and that's going to be a tight one, and inside for a ball. Behind the plate is Owen Hawes. Logan Barr is playing first base. Shaw McCoy is playing second. There's a called strike on Apicella. Nick Schultz, the shortstop, and Jerry Weber is playing third. There's a curveball hit out towards right field, a base hit by Apicella.
Chuck, we have an update, too, by the way, on the Viroqua girls softball, the Legion softball team playing up in Fall Creek. It's a two-team regional. Both teams will be going to state, but it's kind of more of a seeding situation. Fall Creek wins game number 1, 11-2. Second game underway, and softball, the Lady 138ers trailed 4-1 after 3. We have not received a recent update.
Question on that one, Ken. If Viroqua would win the second game, do they play best of 3 then?
They do, yes.
Okay. All right, this is Danny Gerdes batting, the center fielder. Played some excellent defense. Number 3. And there's kind of a little looper, and it's going to get by the second baseman, Shaw McCoy. Goes out into right field, and Gerdes will record a hit, so back-to-back singles to lead things off for Black River Falls here in this first inning. The outfield is Gabe Shepard in left, Xander Wendt, center fielder, and Devin Larson is there in right. Runners at first and second. Ken, yeah.
Jason Rude behind the plate umpiring, and I believe, was it Nick Betts, I believe, up there? I'm not 100% now out in the field.
Jake Solberg?
Oh, Solberg, yes. I should have known. Thank you on that one.
Yeah. I had to write it down, or I forgot to, so. Pitch. Be down and away. And set you up for another question here, Ken. I'm going to have you give us a recap on how these two teams got here. And another couple pitches or another couple at bats whenever you want to, just slip right in.
All right. Well, Bi-State lost last night to Viroqua in 5 innings, so that put them into this ball game after winning, as you said earlier. They defeated Black River Falls on day 1, then lost to Viroqua, and here they are playing each other again. So that's how they got here.
Fouled off. Count now going to be full.
Black River Falls picked up a win yesterday over Stoddard. I'm trying to remember exactly the score of that game. It was not a bad game on that. 16-6, okay, in 5 innings, if I remember right. Maybe it was 6 innings.
It was a shortened game, but
Yeah.
I can't remember. You're
Yeah.
right, Ken. It was 5 or 6. All right, we got a walk. Bases are full.
Third baseman, Lyndon Greengrass.
Lyndon Greengrass batting now with the bases loaded, nobody out in the first inning. Jackson Kendall pitching. Greengrass will swing and come up empty. Greengrass will be followed in the order by Garrett West and then Connor O'Brien. 4, 5, 6 in the lineup. And Greengrass misses on that one also. Remainder of the lineup for Black River Falls, Aiden Gunderson in the 7th spot, Archer Grant in the 8th spot, and Hunter Lechner is batting 9th. Count 0-2 to Greengrass. And there's a ground ball hit to the second baseman. The second baseman's going to come home with it for a force out. And they're going to call that a double play.
I don't think he was on the base.
I don't think he was on the base neither, but you can run that back if you're playing it at home and see for sure. But
yeah, now Jason Root is going to – he's going to overrule that one. Overrule that one,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think Barr is shaking his head like, yeah, I really wasn't there.
Okay. All right, so Garrett West bats now with the bases loaded and one out. The breaking ball. This is the count at 2-0 to West. West playing first base. Number 22. Bases are loaded.
Thanks going out to WCCU helping us out with today's tournament action. Viroqua Hills Golf right here on the south side of Viroqua, and also the VFW of Viroqua, just outside of city limits here.
All right, Garrett West will take an RBI the tough way with a hit by pitch. So he's at first. Runners occupy all three bases. And batting now is Connor O'Brien, the pitcher today.
Only one down, so a means of a potential big inning here for Black River Falls.
The swing and miss, the throw down to third, and back safely is the runner. The swing and miss by O'Brien. One out. And another swing and miss. That's out number 2.
Second baseman, Aiden Gunderson.
Well, now you just look for a ground ball if nothing else.
Mm-hmm. Base is still loaded. This brings up Aiden Gunderson, the second baseman. Number 10. There's a called strike on Gunderson. Again, it's Jackson Kendall on the mound. Gunderson checks his swing. Count now at 1-1. Count goes to 1-2 with that swing and miss.
The bottom really fell out of that pitch.
Mm-hmm. And there's another strikeout. 2 strikeouts there to end the inning for Kendall. And we're
For Black River in the bottom of the first, 1 run.
going to the second.
2-1 your score as we move to that second inning. Bi-State Bulldogs out in front of Black River Falls. Again, we want to say thanks to a handful more of those terrific sponsors helping us out. Vernon Acres and Vernon Manor bringing you the action today, all day. Vernon Electric and Richland Electric, your Touchstone Energy cooperatives, and Vernon Communications Cooperative as well.
Just Ken just got a message from Joe Devine. Kind of nice to know that Joe is up and awake. Not taking his afternoon nap as usual, but good to hear from Joe. Got to go out with Joe's brother-in-law and sister. A couple months ago, we went to Westby to a concert, and we had went out to eat dinner also at, what was the name of the
Old Town?
Old Town. Mm-hmm. Very good meal there. Very good. So, hello, Joe. The 2-0 pitch, followed back by Shepard. It's Gabe Shepard, Xander Wendt, and Devin Larson here in the top half of inning number 2. Count goes to 3-1. And on the mound, Connor O'Brien. Behind the plate, Drew Apicella. And that'll be a walk for Shepard. Both teams probably on their maybe number 3 pitcher.
I would almost imagine that they're on 3, possibly 4.
Mm-hmm. Bring up Xander Wendt, the runner on first. Garrett West over there playing first base. Aiden Gunderson is at second. Evan Jacobs, the shortstop, and Lyndon Greengrass playing third. That's a swing and miss. I'm almost guessing that Joe, if he's still listening, he might bring the captain down with him tonight, and I'll buy the Pepsi and bring his brother-in-law, and we'll have one after the game. 0-2, another toss over to first. Scared me a little bit there. I thought the runner, as he was asking for time there, he was going to pull his hand off before he got the, got the time. There's a fly ball out towards left, and it's going to be Archer Grant making a nice running catch for out number 1.
Yeah, that's the way to do things, the way he went after the ball, timed it well.
Mm-hmm.
Right fielder number 4, Devin Larson.
Going to be bringing up the number 9 batter in the order here. This is Devin Larson playing right field today, number 4. With 1 out, runner at first. Runner getting a pretty good sized lead over there. He's trying to draw a throw. Getting a real nice lead. Count 2-0 on Larson. There's a swing and a miss.
Had his mind made up he was going to swing.
Mm-hmm. Nick Schultz, top of the order, will follow. Another swing and miss at the outside pitch.
Another update, thanks to Peggy listening in. WVRQ sends us the text. Fall Creek up 10-1 after 6 complete innings.
Count full on Larson. And there's a fly ball hit out the right field side, and it's going to go out of play.
Back in. Again, count full. 1 runner on, 1 out. We're in the second. 2-1 by State with the advantage over Black Falls. There's that fly ball pop up out towards the right side. Who's going to call it? It'll be the second baseman, Aiden Gunderson, drifting back, and he'll make the catch for out number 2.
Yeah, he even had to battle the sun a little bit there, Chuck. It's kind of getting up there to that point where you get an angle and it's not fun.
Yeah, and it's going to get worse here for the next few hours for the right side of the infield and outfield.
Yeah, I think you're right. The second game, that's when you're going to have the most difficulty.
Mm-hmm. Nick Schultz batting now. Schultz reached on an error by the shortstop to lead off the first. There's up. Oh, it was a nice grab there by Aiden Gunderson. Right up past the base, and he flipped it to the shortstop, Jacobs, and Jacobs not able to handle it.
Third baseman, Jerry Weber.
Breeze today, I think you might have mentioned this, but slight breeze moving out to left center. It's actually kind of calmed down a little bit compared to what it was.
The fly ball, and batting now is Jerry Weber. Out of play to the right. Count 0-1 to Weber. Weber flew out to center field in the first inning. Throw back to second. Runner back in safely. The 0-1 pitch. It's 0-2 on Weber. There's a fly ball out towards left center field. It's going to be a tough play, and it's going to go on one hop to the warning track. Throw comes in behind the runners, and that'll be a double and an advancement on the throw. 2 runs score.
The catcher, number 3, Owen Haas.
Bring up Owen Hawes with a runner on third. Both runs score with 2 outs. 4 runs now for Bi-State. They lead 4-1. Swing and miss by Hawes. Hawes reached on an error. Ground ball hit to the second baseman. Gunderson's got it. He throws on over to first for out number 3. But 2 more runs across here for Bi-State in the second inning.
Bi-State adding on to their lead, as Chuck mentioned, 4-1 the score here. Blackford Falls coming to bat. Our thanks going out to Tractor Central, located between Westby and Viroqua. Also, T's Auto Sales and Service, thanks to Terry down there in Stoddard on the south side, and Dr. Martin Midas, Thrive Wellness in Cashton.
Going to bring up Archer Grant here in the bottom half of inning number 2. He'll be followed by Hunter Lechner, and then back to the top of the order, and that would be Drew Epicella. 4-1 the score. There's a fly ball out towards center field. Xander Wendt will be there, and he'll make the catch for out number 1.
Right fielder number 2, Hunter Lechner.
Well, it's kind of tough, Chuck, to beat a team twice in a tournament, but right now, Bi-State on top here, 4-1. Look like they are in a little decent control, I would say.
Mm-hmm. Pretty good so far. This is going to be Hunter Lechner batting now with 1 out. The pop-up. The catcher's going to take charge here, and that's Owen Hawes, and he'll make the catch for out number 2.
The catcher, Drew Epicella.
Back to the top of the order, it'll be Drew Epicella. He singled in his first plate appearance. Epicella has finished his sophomore year in high school. 2 for 7 now in the tournament. 2 outs. Called strike on Epicella. And Jackson Kendall on the mound. Owen Hawes behind the plate. Logan Barr is at first. Sean McCoy is at second. Which is high and away. Nick Schultz at shortstop. Jerry Weber, the third baseman. Gabe Shepard is out in left. Xander Wendt in center field, and Devin Larson in right. The 1-1 delivery. Down low.
There's a line drive between the first and second base spot. So Epicella now
2 for 2 in this game.
Center fielder, Danny Gertis.
Brings up with 2 outs, Danny Gertis. Gertis also singled in that first inning. Gertis just finished his sophomore year in high school. And he's now 3 for 7 in the tournament. A called strike on Gertis with 2 outs. Epicella gets his lead at first. Pitch is a little bit high. Count even at 1. Curveball taken outside. Count it 2-1. Swing and miss on a fastball by Kendall. Gertis now at 2-2.
He really takes a cut, doesn't he?
He does. And there's strikeout and a throw down to second anyway, but that makes 3 out before that. So
thanks going out to Thirsty Turtle helping us out today. That, of course, Cheryl and Mary in Stoddard. Swenson Doors, Mark and Sean right here on the south side of Viroqua. And the old baseball coach here, it's Kelly Olson, Street Smarts Driving School. Well, we have an update now. The final score up at Fall Creek with the 138 women's softball team. They lose 12-2 to Fall Creek, which has an excellent program. They are very, very tough in the spring softball, doing a great job getting to state tournaments numerous times.
Logan Barr batting now, the cleanup batter for Bi-State. And he hit one out towards center field. Danny Gertis drifts on back, and it's going to fall between him and the fence. And Barr ends up with a double.
Yeah, he kind of unloaded on that one, and it really took off.
Second baseman, Shaw.
Thanks going out to Snowflake Ski and Golf, located in Timber Coulee over there in Westby, as well as Sealand's Carpetland in Coon Valley.
John McCoy batting next. McCoy singled to left center field in the first inning. Logan Barr with the double is there at second. Jackson Kendall on deck. There's a fly ball out towards right field. Hunter Lechner is there. He'll make the catch and get the ball back in. Out number one.
The pitcher number 10, Jackson Kendall.
The outfield for Black River Falls, Archer Grant in left, Danny Gertis in center, and Hunter Lechner in right. Brings up Jackson Kendall. Kendall struck out to end the first inning for Bi-State. Infield-wise, Garrett West there at first, Aiden Gunderson at second, Evan Jacobs the shortstop, and Lyndon Greengrass at third. Called strike on Kendall. Count at 1-1. One out. The runner at second takes off. He'll be in there without much difficulty. A stolen base, and I can call that one being off the pitcher there.
Yeah, very well timed, and in that motion, he was up and moving quickly.
Yep. The ground ball foul on the third base side.
We got a balk called here.
Oh, okay, I missed that one. So the runner at third will score. They count at 1-2. Kendall. There's another ground ball right to the. No, that wasn't a ground ball, was it? That was a line drive.
A little line drive there, and took care of it.
Stick my head around this pole to look, and it was a L5. Brings up Gabe Shepard with 2 outs. And one run across. There's a fly ball foul out of play down the right field side. Gabe Shepard. Shepard walked and scored in the second. And a fly ball up towards the left side of the field, and it'll be the shortstop, Evan Jacobs, making the catch for out number 3.
1 run, 1 hit, nobody left. After 2.5 innings, Bi-State 5, Black River Falls 1.
5-1 your score. The Bulldogs out in front once again over Black River Falls. Go ahead.
Okay, bottom of the third inning, it'll be the 3-4-5 batters in the lineup for Black River Falls. Evan Jacobs leads things off. Jacobs walked in his first plate appearance in this game. There's a fly ball out towards left center field, and it'll be the left field. Gabe Shepard make the catch for out number 1.
Third baseman, Lyndon Greengrass.
Up next will be the cleanup hitter, Lyndon Greengrass, playing third base. Greengrass reached on a fielder's choice back in the first.
Thanks to Scenic Bluffs Community Health Center's corporate office in Cashton, as well as Kevin Buskey's Rural Mutual Insurance Agency right here in Viroqua. And out there overlooking the Mississippi in Genoa, it's Rudy's Bar and Hotel.
There's a called strike. Count 0-2 on Greengrass. And there's a fly ball out towards center field. Xander Wendt is going to let it bounce in front of him. It goes past him. And the throw in.
Went
single in an ear.
It looked like he just didn't get the break that he wanted on the ball, and just that little slight hesitation creates the base hit.
Yep. And then it gets by Wendt and allows Greengrass to go to second. Brings up Garrett West. West pops one up. It's going to bounce in front of the second baseman. Shortstop comes over. He throws the ball on over to third. Greengrass is in there. Oh, ooh.
The pitcher, Connor O'Brien.
You're not getting very many true bounces in a sense, but in this kind of the hard ground, I don't know if there is a true bounce.
Yeah. The diamond's in very good shape considering
yes.
Probably hasn't had any rain here for quite a little while. You know, Ken, that you saw the way that bat was thrown back towards the dugout. Reminds me of a situation a number of years ago when somebody else tossed a bat. And that nailed you right in the hand, didn't it?
I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably never going to forget that.
I probably won't either.
It was Michael Jackson time. That's what it was.
Yeah. O'Brien batting. Count 0-1 on him. Make that 0-2. That also reminds me, we had a baseball game when I was coaching down in Potosi. And the umpire and I, one of the few that I didn't get along with very well. After one of the at-bats, I was coaching third. And he picked up, there's a called strike 3. And he tossed the bat to our dugout. It bounced up in the air, and he almost hit one of our ball players. And I was not happy, but there were some situations earlier in the game that I know if I would have said too awful much, he'd have kicked me out.
Yeah.
Came up to the next inning, and we had a batter. His name was Steve Smith, who was up. He swings at a pitch, and hits the pitch, and the bat breaks in half.
Oh, man.
And the so it's kind of, it breaks the bat. And so I'm leaving after the out then and go towards the dugout. And he says, that's the first time I've ever seen that happen. I told him, I says, that's the same bat, use another word in there, that you just threw. Think about it. So, strike 2 on Gunderson.
Yeah, they're not meant to be tossed like that.
No, they are not. And nowadays, when you're throwing around $400 bats, the runner strikes out, but he moves on down to first. He kind of trotted down to first. I don't know if he was thinking it was all the way to the screen. He didn't have to run or not, but fortunately for him, in a sense, he got hit in the head with the throw, and he'll be safe there.
And Greengrass scored on that.
Mm-hmm. West on over to second base. Brings up Archer Grant. Grant has flown out to center field. Pitch is going to get by the catcher. West is down to second, or down to third. Gunderson on over to second. It's called strike on Grant. 2 outs, runners at second and third. 1 run across here for Black River Falls in this 3rd inning. There's a fly ball out of play down the left field side. Black River Falls trails 5-2 at this point. There's a strike 3. Grant goes down looking. That's 3 outs, but 1 run across here for Black River Falls in the 3rd.
Well, they do pick up a run. The Black River Falls squad will come across with only 1. They cut the lead. Now 5-2 as we move on to inning number 4.
Top of the 4th inning. Sander went swinging at the first pitch. He's going to ground it to Jacobs there at short, and Jacobs going to throw across to West for out number 1.
Right fielder, Devin Larson.
Batting next is the right fielder, number 4, Devin Larson. Larson popped out to second base in his first plate appearance. That pitch is outside. Swings at a pitch outside the strike zone. And the count now at 1-1 to Larson. Count at 2-1. Larson will be followed by the top of the order, and that would be Nick Schultz and then Jerry Weber. Connor O'Brien still on the mound here for Black River Falls. And there's a swing and miss for strike number 2. Drew Epicella behind the plate. Garrett West there at first. Aiden Gunderson is at second. The 2-2 Count goes full. Evan Jacobs at shortstop. Lyndon Greengrass at right. Archer Grant is in left. Danny Gertis in center field. And Hunter Lechner in right.
Pretty good shot foul. We say thanks to Proline Printing right here in Viroqua. Chet Melcher. Peck's Corner, that's Nick Brigham out on County D, Cashton. And Organic Valley with convenience stores located in Cashton, just outside of Cashton actually, and in Lafarge.
Full count pitch. It's going to be outside, and Larson will take the trot down to first with a walk. Back to the top of the order, Nick Schultz. Schultz has reached twice, both times on an air. And also scored twice. Throw down to first. .61 pitches for O'Brien so far. Count 1-1. Popped up. Who's going to call for it? It's going to be the shortstop, Evan Jacobs. And we have 2 down. Brings up Jerry Weber. Weber is 1 for 2. Runner on first, 2 down. Bi-State leading 5-2. We're in the top of the 4th. Toss over to first. Pitch to Weber. Is a ball. The 1-0 pitch. Bounces in. Runner at first will go on to second. So Larson at second base now with 2 down. Weber batting. Count 2-0. Ground ball hit towards third. Third baseman Greengrass on over to first. And no runs across here in the 4th for Bi-State.
Well, our thanks going out to O'Reilly Auto Parts right here in Viroqua. In Westby, Scott and Sue Sardo with Nordic Lanes. And don't forget J&R Surplus for all your military equipment, I guess is the best way to say it, in DeSoto.
Bottom of the fourth inning, it'll be Hunter Lechner, and he'll be followed by the top of the order, and he's going to hit a looper out towards left, and he'll reach on a base hit. Lechner. In top of the fourth inning, runner on first now, and we're going to go back up to the top of the order, and it'll be Drew Apicella. Apicella 2 for 2. 3 for 8 in the tournament, has finished his sophomore year in high school. Squares to bunt, pulls the bat back. And that one brought in, and it's going to go right off the fingers of Apicella, so it'll be a hit by pitch, and he'll move on down to first. Going to bring up Danny Gertis. Gertis 1 for 2 and a run scored.
Danny Gertis.
3 for 8 in the tournament, and he also just finished his sophomore year. Fly ball out towards the parking lot. Black River Falls trailing 5-2. Again, the bottom of the fourth inning. And there's a pickoff. Let's see if it's played correctly. And the runner will get picked off at second base. That's Lechner. Job by Kendall to recognize that he had the opportunity to get out and out. Danny Gertis batting now. Again, the count at 1-1 on him. Runner at first with 1 out.
Yeah, that's got to pick the spirits up on the defensive side, doesn't it? When you get those, you think, oh my goodness, 2 on, and now all of a sudden you get that out.
There's a strikeout. No, strike 2. Count it full to Gertis. Ground ball hit to Schultz at short. He's going to hustle over to second to get the force. Going to bring up the number 3 hitter, Evan Jacobs. Jacobs is walked and flown out to left field. 2 outs. Followed back to the screen. Jacobs 2 for 5 in the tournament. He graduated a year ago. Pitch is outside. Called strike on Jacobs. Runner takes off. Going to be in there safely as Jacobs is going to get hit by a pitch.
Yeah, that ball just, it never even, the spin never really spun.
Well. All right, so first and second with 2 outs. Bring up the cleanup batter, Lyndon Greengrass. Greengrass has reached twice, once on a fielder's choice and the other on a single to center field.
Runners advance.
Interesting how that ball bounced back out to the pitcher.
Yep. Greengrass 3 for 7 in the tournament. He follows that one back. The bottom half of inning number 4. Black River Falls trails 5-2. Ground ball hit to third. Weber on over to first, and that'll be the third out. We go to the 5th.
Score stays at 5-2 here yet, with Bi-State out in front.
Top of the 5th inning, we had just Owen Hawes. First pitch popped up to the third baseman, Lyndon Greengrass, and it's going to bring up Logan Barr, first baseman. Barr doubled and scored in the third. 2 for 4 in the tournament, number 7. Top of the 5th, 1 out. There's a hit almost gloved by the shortstop, and this is going to get by Archer Grant out in left field. And the runner is going to, Barr is going to go into third, a single and a 2-base error. Shaw McCoy at the plate now. 1 for 2 today. 2 for 6 in the tournament. McCoy finishes junior year. And Barr will score. Pitch there.
Six-two your score now with that additional run.
McCoy. Again, batting left-handed. He'll take a walk.
The pitcher, Jackson Kendall.
Jackson Kendall bats now. He is struck out and then lined out to the third baseman.
Again, the women's 138ers heading to Fall Creek lost game 1 11-2 and lost the second game 12-2, so they will be on their way home. But they are going to the state tournament.
Here's a hit out towards left field, and it's going to drop in front of Archer Grant. Runner at second going to third, and it's going to be a close play. Umpire calls him safe, and as he does that, Kendall moves on over to second.
Greengrass, I don't know if he dropped the ball or maybe on the slide the ball might have got kicked out of his hand, out of the glove. But yeah, it looked like he had it easily, and then it was a close play.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. Runners at second and third for Gabe Shepard. Ground ball to the shortstop. Shortstop bobbles, and he's going to be late throwing to first. So an E6 on Jacobs.
Yeah, the tough one there. Once again, the air. You brought him up hoping to get the nice bounce to get the play at home, and instead you lose the run at home and the runner's safe.
Brings up the center fielder, Xander Wendt. Wendt swings and misses the first pitch. He has flown out to left field and grounded out to the shortstop. Looking for his first hit in the tournament.
7-2 now is your score.
Toss back over to first by the pitcher. It's going to hit off the back of the runner. And so both runners will advance. We'll say it this way. Black River Falls playing very relaxed right now. Let's go that way. And it's showing up a little bit as far as on defense especially. There's a swing and miss by Wendt. It's a ground ball hit towards Gunderson at second. He's got it. He's going to throw on over to West for the out. Balk called, is that right? No.
I don't think so. I think he was just calling time.
Okay.
Or was it? Oh, you're right. It was a balk. Yep. So he gets to bat again, and a run does come across.
Okay. This is going to be popped up. Second baseman Gunderson will make the catch. So I'll make a quick correction in my book here. So instead of a 4-3, it's an F4 for the second out.
Thanks to Dr. Jerry Johnson, chiropractor, up in La Crosse on the south side. Of course, a former Legion player here for the 138ers.
Brings up Devin Larson. Larson has popped out to second and reached on a walk. in the visiting half of inning number 5.
Hopkins and Hopkins Law Office located on the north side of Viroqua here, helping us out, and that's George and Stephanie. And the Fraternal Order of Viroqua Eagles, post 2707, right above us here, and above us in right field.
That was pitch number 83 for O'Brien. And Larson will get his second walk of the afternoon. Back to the top of the order, Nick Schultz. Gonna have a little break here as coach comes out to talk to his pitcher.
All right. We'll take a break ourselves. Back in a moment.
Dr. Jerry Johnson, chiropractor with over 18 years of experience serving the tri-state area. Have your next chiropractic exam with Dr. Jerry Johnson, located on the south side of La Crosse. Chiropractic care for the whole family is Dr. Johnson.
All right, we back to action now, and it's Nick Schultz batting. O'Brien will stay in the game. 84 pitches. Runner at first goes down without a throw. And so we got second and third. Schultz batting. Schultz 0 for 3, but has reached base twice on errors. Schultz will be a senior this fall. And there's a fly ball out towards right field. Hunter Lechner will make the catch. Route number 3, but 3 more runs across here for Bi-State in the 5th.
That should put the score at 8. Is it 8-2 now, I believe?
I think.
Hard to read that.
So, yeah. Yep.
I think it is, yes. Back with more in a moment's time. Our thanks going out to more of our sponsors, which we'll see right here.
This is focus regardless of your age. Chiropractic care can enhance one's ability to fight off many afflictions.
Thanks going out to Link Buckles, Countertops by Design, as we get this bottom half of inning number 5 up and running.
All right, and as Kid said, the bottom half of inning number 5 would be Garrett West, Connor O'Brien, and Aiden Gunderson for Black River Falls. They're trailing 8-2. The fly ball out towards right center field. The long run for both outfielders, but Devin Larson will make the catch for out number 1.
Got a nice jump on that one, coming away with out number 1, so that's good to see. Eagle Title Company, located in Coon Valley. That's Lori Holte. and Evinger's Equipment Sales and Service on the north side of Viroqua. Mark Evinger and family.
Connor O'Brien steps in. O'Brien, 2 plate appearances and 2 strikeouts so far. 2 for 7 in the tournament, though. They called strike. The 1-1 pitch. Bounces before it gets to the plate. It's a called strike on the outside edge of the strike zone. The 2-2. Grounded foul. Start again. Jackson Kendall on the mound again here in the 5th. And there's a hit by pitch.
That's at least number 2 today.
That was pitch number 83 for Kendall.
Second baseman, Aiden Gunderson.
Batting next is Aiden Gunderson. He struck out twice, but on the last plate appearance, on the swing and miss, the catcher missed the ball. And if I remember right, that was the one that Gunderson went down to first and got hit in the head with the throw down.
Yep, that's right.
Gunderson just finished his sophomore year in high school. Gunderson will move on down to first.
Well, timeout here as Bi-State will send their coach out and have a word or two. Thanks to Citizens First Bank here in Viroqua. You'll find him in Viola as well. Tom Weston helping us out with that sponsorship and bringing the games. Coon Valley Dairy Supply, Larry Service and family on the north side of Coon Valley.
So bringing up Karsten Hunter. Now Hunter moved into left field defensively. Hunter 3 for 4 in the one game that he was able to play earlier. And there's a line drive caught by the second baseman, and we have a double play.
Well, you just kind of hung out to dry on something like that. Not much you can do. Nice swing, nice hit, and a very nice catch. Turn it into the double play. We'll come back with more. Our thanks to also in Coon Valley, it's Coon Valley Tax Service. Nan Jean Schultz helping us out. And, of course, Coon Valley Telecommunications, where you're watching on Channel 14.
top of the 6th inning. And then this will be Jerry Weber, Owen Hawes, and Logan Barr. For Bi-State, they with an 8-2 lead. Weber is 1 for 3 so far, 1 for 6 in the tournament. There's a fly ball out towards right field. Hunter Lechner will be there. He'll make the one-handed catch for out number 1. Bi-State coming into today's game with a record of 5-9 on the summer. Black River Falls comes in at 6-14. Batting now, Owen Hawes. Hawes has reached on an air, grounded out to second, and flew out to third. 1 for 7 in the tournament. Hawes just finished his junior year. There's a ground ball to third. Greengrass grabs, fires on across, and West not able to pick it up.
He had the stretch, but did not have the ball.
Yep, just didn't get the glove closed.
First baseman, Logan Barr.
There's a hit right off the end of the bat, foul on the first base side. Logan Barr batting. Barr 2 for 3 today. And 3 for 5 in the tournament so far. Also scored 2 runs today. The swing and miss by Barr. Connor O'Brien still on the mound. There's a called strike for number 3. 2 outs. That was pitch number 96 for O'Brien. It's going to bring up Shaw McCoy. McCoy 1 for 2. A walk and a run scored. 2 for 6 in the tournament. Top half of inning number 6. Eight to the score. Slow breaking ball that stays up. Two-0 pitch. They get 2-1 with 2 outs.
Good breaking ball on the outside part of the strike zone.
Mm-hmm. Pitch is fouled back. That was pitch number 100.
Wow.
For O'Brien. So he's nearing completion of his pitching day. They get 105. All the way down to a knee to swing at that one was McCoy. He did get the bat on it, but grounds out for the 3rd out in this 6th inning.
Well, thanks going out to Chaseburg Farmers Union Co-op. John Maslevicek helping us out today, and wishing everyone all the best and appreciate their support. That's Chaseburg American Legion, post 202, and Coon Valley American Legion, post 116. Well, more of our fine sponsors. It's Central Express, Heather Olson, and Pasture Pride with Megan Hemmersbach out there in the Cashton area, helping us once again.
Leading off the home half of inning number 6 for Black River Falls is Hunter Lechner. Lechner 1 for 2 today with a single. And there's a ground ball to the third baseman. Weber makes a throw over to Barr at first for out number 1.
Nice job staying down on the ball that you never know sometimes.
Nope, don't. Nope, did a good job. Back into the top of the order for Black River Falls. Again, they trail 8-2 in the home half of inning number 6. Drew Apicella batting. There's a ground ball. And another grab by Weber, and on over to first, Logan Barr.
Two nice plays in a row, yes. Cashton Farm Supply, Ernie Peterson out there on Highway 27 bringing you the action today. We thank all of these sponsors. We have a few more to talk about in just a little bit.
Going to bring up Danny Gertis, the center fielder. Gertis loops one out towards right field. It's going to be in there for a base hit. Larson gets it and brings it back in.
Shortstop, Evan Jacobs.
His second hit for Gertis.
Yeah, he just kind of reached out and poked that one in the opposite direction.
Apicella, the leadoff batter's also got 2 hits today. Going to bring up Evan Jacobs. Jacobs has walked, flown out to left field, and got hit by pitch. And he hits a fly ball towards center field, and Xander Wendt will make the catch for out number 3. Quick inning here in the bottom of the 6th.
8-2 the score remains with Bi-State, the Bulldogs out in front of BRF. We have moved into the top half of the 7th inning. Our thanks going out to Scott Wall and the Bank of Cashton, located in their new facility on Front Street, right there next to the high school. How about that?
Leading things off for Bi-State in the top half of inning number 7 will be Jackson Kendall. He'll be followed by Gabe Shepard and Xander Wendt, unless we have an adjustment in the lineup. On the mound now is Danny Gertis. And there's a ground ball to third. Green grass. Got it. He's going to fire on over to West for out number 1.
Yeah, nice play there. He's made probably about, what, 4 or 5 good plays over there at the hot box there.
Going to bring up Gabe Shepard. Shepard reached once on a ball, base on balls. Flown out, popped out to the shortstop, and this time he's going to get himself a base hit.
Well, that was a rip right back up the middle, and Gertis nearly got to it, but that would have been a self-preservation catch, I think.
Going to bring up Xander Wendt. Okay, we have a change in the lineup. This is Ben Crabtree.
That one got the catcher.
So it's Ben Crabtree batting now. First appearance, at least in this game, and maybe his first in the tournament. Runner on first is Gabe Shepard with 1 out. In Black River Falls, leading 8-2, top of the 7th. Danny Gertis on the mound. Runner takes off, and he'll be in there safely. That runner being Gabe Shepard on the stolen base. Count 0-2 on Crabtree. Gets a little piece of it. Bounces underneath the catcher and back to the backstop.
Little piece of the bat, little piece of the catcher. Missing the umpire.
Runner now on second. Count at 1-2 with 1 down. Again, 7th inning. The fly ball out towards left field, and it's going to be Archer Grant making the catch for out number 2.
Right fielder Devin Larson.
Into the number 9 batter in the Bi-State lineup. This is Devin Larson. Larson has reached twice on walks and popped out to the second baseman. Larson just finished his sophomore year in high school. Number 4 on his back.
Oh, they almost. Quick little turn there by the pitcher.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to ask for Tiny. Might have got hit in the nose with the baseball, so they're going to check him out here real quick. Our thanks going out to Bethel Home and Services here in Viroqua. And they're going to bring in a pinch runner. He might have twisted an arm or something there, the way he was talking.
This is Andrew Bird coming into the game. Pitch is fouled back. inside. Tell you, if you're listening and you haven't had supper yet, come on down here and watch this next ball game and get some of this food. It smells awesome right now too.
You're right.
Ground ball back to the pitcher, Gertis to first for out number 3. We go to the bottom half of inning number 7, 8-2 by State.
Well, our final sponsor here to talk about as we move into the 7th inning is CNC Landscaping, south side here off Highway 14 in Viroqua.
Leading things off, the cleanup hitter for Black River Falls, Lyndon Greengrass. Greengrass has reached on a fielder's choice, single to center, and then was thrown out 5-3. Pops this one up. Who's going to call for it? It's going to be the shortstop, Schultz. He'll make the catch for out number 1.
Yeah, just a little bit of almost like a checked swing, and lost that one in the air, unfortunately for him.
Bring up Garrett West. West been hit by pitch, singled, and flew out to right field. West 4 for 7 in the tournament. Called strike. Graduated a year ago. Another called strike on West. There's a base hit up the middle.
Whoops, ball slipped by, but no advancement there.
One out. That'll bring up Connor O'Brien. And a runner at first, Garrett West. O'Brien pops that one out of play. Has been hit by pitch and struck out twice. 2 for 7 in the tournament for O'Brien, who will be a senior this fall. Fouls another one off. The 0-2 pitch from Kendall. Can be grounded to the shortstop. Shortstop bobbles. Still has time, but doesn't throw it hard enough, and the runner will get to first on the air.
Second baseman, Aiden Gunderson.
Brings up Aiden Gunderson. Runners at first and second and one down. Gunderson has struck out twice, reached once though on an error by the catcher, and has been hit by a pitch. Pitch outside. One pitch. Count now at 1-2 to Gunderson. Karsten Hunter, I believe, will be batting next. In tight. Count moves to 2-2 with one out. We're in the bottom of the seventh. Kendall steps off. Kendall will get to finish this batter. Then Bi-State will have to bring in somebody else. He reaches. Good job by Haas to keep that ball in front of him. Count full. Popped up out towards center field. It's going to be a catch by Xander Wendt, and that is the second out. And we're going to have a pitching change with one out to go. So Kendall goes 6 2/3. 109 pitches.
Pretty good day for him.
Mm-hmm.
Back with the new pitcher after this. Well, for the Bulldogs, they need one more out, and you look at Blackford Falls, and they just got to get a hit parade going, I guess.
Mm-hmm. It'll be Nick Schultz on the mound now for Bi-State. And Schultz hits the first batter, which would have been number 11.
I wasn't thinking that kind of hit parade.
No. No. So the bases are loaded with two outs. And that's going to bring up Hunter Lechner. Lechner, 1 for 3. 2 for 8 in the tournament, Lechner. He reaches, then we're back to the top of the order, and I'm going to have to make some adjustments in my scorebook. is he called strike. 1-1 to Lechner. Again, bases loaded, 2 outs. 2 strikes. Nick Schultz in now, and for relief of Jackson Kendall. Kendall threw 109 pitches, pitched 6 2/3 innings. And that's his 3rd strikeout. Catcher grabs it and touches home for the force.
We'll take a quick look at a few more of our sponsors and come back with a recap of today's game with Chuck after this. Final score here, once again, 8-2 with the Bi-State Bulldogs picking up the win over the Black River Falls American Legion team. Let's go with a quick recap here with Chuck.
All right, thanks, Ken. As you said, Black River Falls falls in this game by a score of 8-2. 2 runs on 8 hits for Black River Falls. 2 hits for Drew Epicella and 2 hits for Danny Gertis, and along with Garrett West, 2 hits. Those are the men with multiple hits for Black River Falls. For Bi-State, they win by a score of 8-2, 8 runs on just 6 hits. Multiple hits for Logan Barr. He goes 2 for 4, and he is the only one with multiple hits in this game. Again, Bi-State wins 8-2.
Stay tuned for more action here as coming up, it's the Viroqua 138ers. They will be the home team hosting the Westby Coon Valley Bandits. That coming up at 4:30. For Chuck Rasmussen, I'm Ken Manning saying thanks for watching, everyone, and we'll see you back here on the diamond in the Park Bowl at 4:30.